Everybody, thanks for coming. Like June said, we swapped the schedule because of the holiday this month, and I was actually going to be traveling starting tomorrow, so I wouldn't be around anyway to do this. As a side note, next month in December, I'll be back with yet another set of exercises. And what I'm hoping to start today and carry into next month, because of this quick change in the weather. I don't know about you guys, but it got cold here pretty quick. It's normally, last week it was 80, this week it's 40. So because of that, and because of the impending winter months here, and at least in the Northern Hemisphere, I'm going to start doing some Qigong exercises that will help strengthen your immune system and improve your Qi flow. So I'm going to tack those on at the end of the breathing. We tie those in with the diaphragm breathing that we've been doing the last couple of months. So for anybody new, actually, I'll do this. If you're new to, this is your first time here, maybe your second. If you're new, real new, just type new in the chat. I like to get an idea of who's new. I know Greg is a repeat customer here. And if you're a repeat, just put in repeat. So I kind of get a feel for how much or how. All right, we got a few new people. So I'll try to fill in some blanks as we go along. Some of the repeat customers can kind of tune me out while I go through a quick review for the new folks so they understand where we are. So the first, usually just so you understand the format, like June said, we meet twice a month. The first meeting of the month, which is on the second Thursday of the month, we will do a new something. And then the second Thursday or the fourth Thursday of the month, the second iteration of this in the month, it'll be a repeat broadcast and a Q&A for people that were on the first time and may have been doing the exercises or the routines or whatever the subject matter was in the beginning of the month, and can kind of ask questions too, because if you've been doing it, you might have something that you're struggling with. So there's an opportunity for that in a minute. So just real quick, what I'm going to go over today again, I'm going to do a quick Q&A if anybody has some questions about where we are, how we got here. I'm going to go over the neck and shoulder exercises that we did last time. And I'm going to go over the abdominal exercises that we did back in September. We started that. And I'm also going to go over the Qigong diaphragm breathing that we started in September. And like I said earlier, I'm going to introduce this Qigong exercise that will help you strengthen your immune system. Good stuff to do in the winter months to make sure you, with all these flus and COVIDs and other nasty respiratory things flying around, these exercises should help you build up a little more resistance to that. So let me start by just asking if there's any questions from our previous meetings. Nope. All right, everybody good? Give me a thumbs up. Ready to go? Okay, so just my housekeeping. There is a blog that June had posted on the FSHD Society's website. And that blog points you to some videos that we've done, the recordings of the previous exercises. And there's also some handouts tagged on there of these routines. So you're welcome to find that. If June can put the link when she has a minute, she can put the link in the chat so you can grab that. And I'll help you find it easier. Where did I go here? Oops, sorry. Disclaimer, like we always say, use your caution and your best discretion. I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing what I do to help keep myself fit and trim. And if you're not sure, you're welcome to follow along. You're welcome to take these, consult your doctor, your physical therapist, whoever you deem for some guidance. And if you are new also and you want to, I will put your email in the chat here and I'll get a copy of the handout of today to you also. So I like to send them out personally because that way I'm kind of keeping track of who's who who's who's tracking. So anyway, let's get going. Let me just quickly talk about myself for the new folks. I've been practicing martial arts for about 30 years. I do Kung Fu, I do Tai Chi, and I practice Qigong. I've been awarded the a level 1 Qigong instructor certification by the National Qigong Association. I do presentations, I speak at conferences, I do demos like this. I do demos at other disabilities type expos and things like that. And my FSHD story real quick, I noticed my shoulders were starting to bother me when I was about 18. When I was in my late 20s, I noticed I had the foot drop, I was starting to limp. Mid 2010, like 2015, I went to Johns Hopkins and I was officially diagnosed with FSHD type 1 through the genetic test. In the spring of 2019, I found the FSHD Society. I attended a meeting up in Philadelphia, and in the summertime of 2019, I moved to Myrtle Beach, so there was no group down here. There was no FSHD chapter in South Carolina, so I started one. I founded the South Carolina chapter in February of 2020, actually about 2 weeks before everything got locked down with COVID. So the timing was pretty bad on that. We were able to do a lot of, with Zoom and stuff. And I also have a Facebook group called FSHD, Qigong for FSHD, which has videos like this for breathing and such. And I guess my only other thing I want to share with you is why I actually do this. And I say that people, in my mind, I use the Qigong and the Kung Fu and the martial arts and Tai Chi it's my way of fighting back against the FSHD. I've had good results with it, and I'm hoping I can provide you with enough information so you'll be able to get some results also. Okay, so that's kind of my thing here, and we'll start. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go back to where we were in. Oh yeah, Greg, you're.
Can I ask just one question? Could you briefly describe the difference between like Tai Chi and Qigong?
Sure. So all of the Tai Chi, Qigong, and Kung Fu all tie together. They're all based out of China. They're all thousands of years old, and they're all just used for different things. So I like to think of Tai Chi as Kung Fu slowed down, because if you ever watch someone doing Tai Chi movements, they're very slow and very deliberate. And if you ever, but a lot of the Tai Chi movements, if they're sped up and applied correctly, they are a martial art. So those two are very closely related. And Qigong comes in on the back end because Qigong is, so let's think of Tai Chi and Kung Fu as external, because you're doing a lot of things in the environment. You're punching, you're hitting, you're kicking. The Qigong is internal. It's breathing, it's focusing, it's moving energy. So if a really, really expert Qigong instructors and Qigong masters, if you will, are able to manipulate their life energy, their chi, their body energy. So that's kind of the difference, is internal versus external. It's a concept may or may not be easy to grasp, but again, if you think about the Qigong as the breathing, and then you actually, when you're doing Tai Chi, you're breathing in and out as you're moving. When you're doing Kung Fu, you're breathing in and out as you're moving. So it all ties together, how you focus your energy. Okay, Greg, is that good enough? Okay, great. All right, so everybody good to go? We'll start some exercises. So I'm going to skip back to week 1 or session number 1. We did 3 abdominal exercises, and I'm going to back up into my my exercising chair. So if you bear with me for 1 minute as I roll this out of the way and I pull this up. Like I tell everybody, I'm sitting on a chair that is counter height or pub height, depending on where you are, if you're in the house or at a pub. And my feet. So we're going to do. I'm going to do. There's a whole litany on sitting, which I'll get to a little later. So I have this pub height chair, so you can kind of see me good. And I'll move back a little bit so you can see me a little better. I'm sorry. My feet are flat on the floor. Okay, at least you can see half of me. My feet are flat on the floor. I'm sitting at the end of the chair. I'm not sitting back. If you need to sit back because of stability, please do so. I have no sides on this chair because I like to move my arms around. If you need that for stability, please do so too. Do not use a chair with wheels. Like I said, that's an accident waiting to happen. So we don't want to be on wheels. We want to be stable here, okay? So what we're going to do is three abdominal exercises that I do. You could either do these standing or sitting, but some folks are limited, so we'll just do them sitting so everybody can find. So we're sitting, hands at our sides, hanging, and we're going to simply do a side bend. So we're going to bend to your right. I'm going to mirror you and try to touch the floor. Keep your cheeks on the chair, all right? No cheating. And then we're going to come back to center. So whenever I say center, it's 0, the middle point. Then we're going to lean to the left and stretch all the way down as far as you can. Again, keep your cheeks in the seat. Don't cheat. Come back up to center. And we'll do a few of these to stretch out the sides. All right, so you could do them slow like I'm doing now, just to get that good stretch. You should feel the stretch on the part that's getting stretched out. Or you can do them quick if you want to start out doing them left, right, and then work your way down eventually. I like to go and just do the full nice and slow stretch. So together we'll go to the right, back to center, and to the left. And back to center. To the right. All the way down, touch the floor, and come all the way back up. All the way to the left, all the way down, touch the floor, come all the way up. All right, we'll do a few more. Right, left, right, left, right, left, and right, and left. Okay, come back to center. Now, if you haven't done any diaphragm breathing, we'll get to that in a minute. So we'll just do 3 cleansing breaths here. So breathe in and breathe out. How are we breathing? You, the veterans here, how do we breathe in these exercises? We breathe in and out through our nose only. No mouth breathing, okay? We're going to breathe in and out. I'll talk about that in a little more in a second. So again, cleansing breath, breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe in, and breathe out. Okay, second exercise is a sit-up. So we're going to lean forward as far as we can, and we're going to sit back up. Now, if you need to, keep your hands in your lap on your knees. If you need to use your hands to push yourself back up, do so. Don't overdo it. If you only can go down halfway, do that too. So again, we're going to go down on what? We'll go down now, down, and up. Lean forward, and back up. Lean forward, and sit back up. Okay, now we're going to add the breathing in. Breathe in through your nose. Take a breath in now. Exhale on the way down. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Inhale on the way up. Pause here for a second. Okay, we're going to do this one. We're going to inhale. We're going to go down. We're going to exhale. We're going to come back up to zero. And then what we're going to do is stop inhaling and lean back a little bit. What I'd like to do is put my hands and just kind of roll my shoulders back. I don't want you to lean back in the chair. It's more of a upper back stretch. All right, so inhale. Lean down to the front. Exhale on the way down. Inhale on the way up. Stop breathing when you get to center and lean back a little bit. Stretch the back out. Come back up to center. Exhale. Inhale. Lean back. Come forward. Exhale. Inhale. Come back. Stretch. Come back to zero. Inhale, or exhale rather, on the way down. Inhale on the way up. Lean back. Two more. Exhale on the way down. Inhale on the way up. Lean back. Last one. Exhale on the way down. Good. Inhale on the way up. Lean back. And then just come to zero. Hands in your lap. Inhale. Deep breath. Inhale. Cleansing breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Any questions with the first two exercises? No? All right. I just got to catch my PowerPoint up to my mouth here.
Do you do the second one just sitting down, or do you ever work with that one standing up? I have a standing desk here, so I'm going to have to move to do that.
Good question. Alice, is it? Hi, Alice.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, actually, since you asked, I'll stand up and do it for you. You want to join me?
Yeah, I'm kind of limited just because of the space I have here, but I will know that for next time.
My head is cut off. I don't want to use the camera. So again, you're just standing. Your feet are flat on the floor. Inhale to start. Exhale on your way down. If you want to let your hands hang, dangle all the way down the floor. Exhale completely. Okay. And then inhale on the way up. And when you get to straight, stop breathing. I like to keep my hands on my back and just lean back a little bit. So the pressure's not down here. The bend is really up your center of your back, not really down in your lower back, because that tends to create problems, especially if people have abdominal weakness like I do. I tend to lean back all the time anyway. So that kind of gets me up here. So again, from zero, you inhale. Exhale on the way down, completely exhale, and then come all the way back up until you're at zero. Stop inhaling, lean back for a second or two, and then come back to center and then repeat. Okay?
Thank you.
Great question. Thank you.
Frank, do you want, because the scapula obviously is an area of weakness, do you want people to try to squeeze their shoulder blades while they do that?
Yes, you can do that also. If you wanted to really tuck your arms back, the standing position. So I'm a little out of focus here. Hold on. So I tend to keep my arms out, but if you did want to tighten them in, and also my hands, if you notice, are on my kidneys. That's an important thing to remember as we get going further, because your kidneys are an energy source. And the center of the palm of your hand is an energy point. So mating up to two of those is a good thing. So you can keep you can see my back, try to touch your elbows and keep your hands on your kidneys when you do that leaning back. I tend to do it this way because I like to throw my shoulders back from the tips of my shoulders. And sometimes it's hard to get your scapula. There's another exercise which is better for that, and maybe we'll do that one next time. Anyway, good questions. Anybody else? Okay, last exercise was what we did in the first session. Is it just a twist? I'm sorry, I have to keep adjusting my camera so you can see, and my chair. So the ab twist is pretty simple. If you were standing, as you asked, and I might as well stand and do it first. So it's twisting, your feet are flat on the floor, shoulder width apart, and you're twisting from side to side. So you want to have your hips on one plane, your hips on one plane, and as you twist, your shoulder is 90 degrees from that plane. So your lead shoulder is perpendicular to your hips. So that's the object of the game, to twist side to side. And you twist from your waist. You don't let your arms come along for the ride. So the energy is in your hips and your waist, and your arms are just kind of swinging along your sides. It's not you're swinging your arms, and that's pulling everything around. The idea is to use your waist, not your arms. So when I do it seated, I get the arms out of play, and we just cross our arms. So you can do it seated with your arms crossed, and you're just turning from side to side. So we'll do a few of these. So we'll go to the right and then to the left. And there's no counting or breathing or anything like this. While we're doing these, I like to mention to people that it's better if you set a timer when you do these. So if you want to do them for a minute, to just set a timer for a minute rather than to count, because counting, then you're like anticipating getting to 10, where if you have a timer and it's out of view, you just keep doing them until the timer goes off. So, and it might be difficult for somebody to get to 10, so you just do as many as you can and then wait for the timer to go off. So again, let's do 5 here. So to the right, to the left, 1, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, if you are counting, because I was counting, left and right is 1. Going to the left is not 1, and then going to the right 2, unless you count that way. But I count left, right 1, left, right 2. Okay. Breathe in. Exhale. I call these cleansing breaths because it kind of gets you settled down again. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Any questions with the ab twists? Okay. One other thing I will mention now, because what am I doing next there? I'm sorry. All right, shoulders and neck. So I don't know if other folks did. And last week I mentioned, because there is a little mention in the announcement of this on the website about using weights. And just for the benefit of folks on here, you can do these next exercises with weights if you want. And like I said last time, I have these that they fit over my, like a glove on my wrist. These are 2.5 pound weights. So I still have my hands to use instead of if I was gripping a dumbbell or something. But use a dumbbell if you can. A bottle of water if you can, a gallon of milk, whatever you feel comfortable lifting. So the weight provides a little more resistance. And for these next exercises, that tends to become a lot of fun using weights because we're going to work on our neck and our shoulders. So the shoulder exercises first. Is everybody with me? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. So shoulders. So we're going to do a simple shrug first. Okay, everybody knows how to do a shrug, I hope. So we're going to, again, sit end of the chair. If you can, arms are hanging down at our sides. And we're going to just shrug up, straight up, and then down. And then we're going to shrug up and down. Up, down. up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I have my dog right here, and he wants me to pet him, so I'm like going to shrug with my shoulder. He wants to get into the mix here. All right. So up, down, up, down. We'll do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Okay. Cleansing breath. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. And breathe out. I'm going to rip through the rest of these and we'll do a cleansing breath at the end. Okay, next shoulder one is another shrug, but what we do is we shrug up and then we roll the shoulders to the back. We shrug up and we roll the shoulders to the back. This is like June mentioned earlier. This is, you can kind of squeeze right there on the way back. You get that scapular squeeze. Up, roll back. Up, roll back. Up, roll back. Up, roll back. 2 more. Up, roll back. Up, and back. Up, and back. Okay, now we're just going to reverse. Go to roll to the front. Shrug up and roll to the front. Up, 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 to the front. 2 more. Up, and up, up, and roll. Last one is we're going to alternate. So starting left side, shrug, 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 shrug. I'm just going straight up and down. You can go straight up and down. You can roll them to the back. You can roll to the front. And you can go straight up and down again. So that one you can have some fun with. I don't know if you hear a snap, crackle, pop in the back here. Okay, so those are the 3, 4 sets of shrugs. And then you can kind of mix and match if you want. You can, oh, the last one, this one is the fun one. So shrug up and hold it. Shrug up and hold it for a 5 count and then release. Shrug up, hold it, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. Shrug up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Okay, let's have some fun with this. Shrug up, hold it there and roll forward, roll forward, roll forward, roll forward, roll forward, roll forward, roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back, roll back. Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, and release. Ooh, I see people straining on that one. Good, okay, everybody good? All right, those are the shrugs. All right, if that doesn't loosen your shoulders and neck up, these next ones will. All right, we're rolling right along here. Okay, I'm going to grab a quick sip of water here. All right, neck exercises. So we did these last week. We had some fun, well, last time, and we had some fun with them. So let's try to do that again. Do not try to twist your neck off with these. Be very gentle. Again, if you want to watch the first time, don't do it. You know, you're welcome to just watch if this is up to you. So there's 3 exercises we're going to do. We're going to look side to side. We're going to look up and down. And we're going to touch our ear to our shoulder. Those are the 3 exercises that we're going to do. Okay, in this. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then the 4th one is kind of a mishmash of what we did with the shoulders. So this is 0 right here, center. So we're going to look to the right. Now what you're doing is you're going to look as far as you can and get some tension in your neck. Okay, so you're going to get a little tension in your neck and you're going to look as far as you can and you want your eyes to turn all the way to the side and look behind you as far as you can. Then we're going to come back to center. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. We're going to turn slowly. We're going to get some tension in the neck. We're going to get our eyes looking all the way behind us. Okay, I'm going to come back to center. Now, the next one, what I want you to do is, I call this leading with your eyes. So you're going to turn your head and you can keep your eyes centered until you get as far as you can, and then you're going to let your eyes go all the way to the corner. Okay? And then on the way back, your eyes will move first. Your eyes will go from the corner to the center of your head, and then you'll start to move your head back to center. I call this leading with your eyes. So, by the way, this Qigong exercise is what I'm teaching you here is a skinny down version of a Qigong exercise called the wise owl turns his head to cure 1,000 illnesses. Okay, so this is just my version of that, seated, because the other one is kind of done standing. All right, so let's go to the right, all the way over, and let your eyes go all the way back. Now bring your eyes back to the center of your head and turn your head back to center. Then we're going to go all the way to the left, and we're going to let our eyes carry all the way to the corners. And we're going to come back with our eyes and then turn our head back to center. All right, now those of you who understand the diaphragm breathing, add the breathing in. So inhale on the way out, inhale and turn your head to the right. Exhale and come back to center. Inhale to the left. Come back to center. Inhale to the right. Back to center. Inhale to the left. And come back to center. We'll do two more. To the right. Back to center. To the left. Back to center. Last one. Back to center. And breathe in. Look all the way behind you. And your eyes back to center. Exhale. Come back to center again. Good. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. For anybody who just joined us, we're breathing only through our nose. Okay, next set. We're going to take our head, our right ear. Actually, it's my left ear, but I'm mirroring you. We're going to take our ear and we're going to touch our shoulder. So we're going to turn our head, touch our shoulder, down, 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 as far as you can. Again, keep your cheeks in the seat. Don't lean. Just use the weight of your head to stretch the part of your neck. Keep your chin up. Don't, your chin isn't tucked in here. It's not touch your chin to your shoulders, touch your ear. So keep your chin up, bring your ear to your shoulder, come back to center, and then down on the other side. Back to center, and down on the other side. Back to center, and down. Up, and down. Up to center, down to the left, up to center, down to the right. Two more. Center, back up, to the left, to the right rather, I'm sorry. Here. Back up, last one. Touch your ear to your shoulder. Back to center, all the way down, and back up to center. Good. How's everybody's neck feeling? Good. June, are your eyes okay today?
Yep.
Where are we looking? Okay. So the next one is we're going to look up. Actually, we're going to start by looking down, and then we're going to look up. So when you look down, you want your chin to push your chin into your chest, and you should feel some stretch in your back. when you do this stretching all the way down, touch your chin, stretching down. And then when you come back up, we're not gonna, everybody look, we're not gonna lean our head all the way back. We're gonna take our chin and push it out like a turtle is looking out of his shell. Okay, we wanna stretch, even lead with your chin, all right? It's not a neck twist. You wanna push your head, basically push your head out of your shoulders if you can think about doing that. So I'm gonna push out, then come back to center, and then go down. We're going to come back up to the middle. We're going to push our chin out. The turtle's looking out of the shell. And then come back down to center and back down to touch our chest. And back to center. Inhale, push your chin out. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, put your head down. Inhale, go up. Push your chin out. Push your chin out as far as you can. Put your finger in front of your chin and try to touch it if you need to do that as a visual. Okay? Push the chin out. Come down, touch your chin to your chest. Last one, come up. Stretch your neck. Turtle's looking out of his shell. And come back to zero. Okay. How's everybody feeling there? Good? Okay. Next one is the last one. It's just kind of there. Because when I do those, I get it right in the back here. I'm feeling. So we're going to look side to side. No stress. Just go shoulder to shoulder. No tension all the way back. Just gently shoulder to shoulder. Now move your head down. So you're looking down and you're still going shoulder to shoulder. And then come back up to center. And now just gently, a little bit, look up so your chin is maybe where your nose was. Okay, when you start to hear that snap, crackle, pop, stop. That's high enough. Come back to the center. Go down. Let your chin, your chest. And back up to center. Okay, and back to center. And that's it for the neck. Any questions on the neck or shoulders? No? Everybody's good? All right. I have to do, excuse me for 1 minute. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to find my phone because I don't have a clock here and I want to see how we're doing on time. So, okay. So, next we do. All right. So let me get into the Qigong. So that was the exercising stuff that we've done over the last couple of months. Mostly the abdominals we did in September. If you want to go back and find the video, you're welcome to do that and accompany that with these when you're doing them at home. And the other exercises that we did, this neck and shoulders are from the beginning of this month. Okay, so again, you can easily go and find those on your, wherever you can, on the website. I think June posted, there's a Zoom link or YouTube link, I'm sorry. So the next thing I'm going to go with, again, this is a review from the first sessions that we did. I talked about abdominal breathing. So when we were young, very young, when you were born, you were a belly breather, an abdominal breather, a diaphragm breather. We all were. And then as you got a little bit older, you turned into a chest breather. The abdominal breathing is kind of the root of everything that I do, okay, for a variety of reasons. One, the breathing is really good for your lung capacity. I mentioned when I first started doing this, I mentioned that at one point, when I went to Johns Hopkins to meet with my neurologist, he asked me if I was waking with headaches. And I said, as a matter of fact, I am. And his thinking was that the FSH was affecting my diaphragm, and I was not breathing, correctly or thoroughly or at night, and I was retaining carbon dioxide, and that was giving me the headache. So shouldn't have told me that. So I went and got my Qigong teacher, and we did a whole boatload of abdominal belly breathing exercises, which I love to teach you over the course of this because it's really, really helpful. But anyway, the headaches went away, and he gave me a breathing test, which I kind of zipped right through. It was because it wasn't that, but it was useful for me to get more practice doing the abdominal breathing. So the key to it is when it's kind of backwards to the way you chest breathe. When you inhale, you push your everything out. You push your diaphragm down. You push your stomach out. The idea is to fill your entire torso with air, right? I call it, I don't call it, but one of my colleagues calls it six-way breathing or six-way directional breathing, where if you think of a balloon, blowing up a balloon doesn't just blow up front to back, it blows up completely around. So thinking of it that way, we want to inhale, we want to fill out, we want to go the stomach out, the sides out, and up and down. So you want to really feel like you're completely full. So when you inhale, you push your diaphragm down, you push your stomach out, and when you exhale, you pull your diaphragm back up again, pull your abdominals in, and the side benefits of doing this is you're exercising all your organs by getting the exercise from your abdominals constantly moving in and out. And when you do these, when you kind of get it, because they are difficult to do because they're counterintuitive to the way you've been breathing for most of your life, unless you do diaphragm breathing a lot. So don't get frustrated doing these. You'll get them. It takes a while. But anyway, let me go through this a few times. So what you do is you slowly breathe in, push your abdominals out, slowly breathe in. Again, we're only breathing in through our nose, and I'll explain that why now. For breathing in and out through your nose regulates the airflow. You got the same amount of air going in and going out every time. If you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, the air is coming in and going out at a different rate. So we want to regulate the air in and out, first of all. Secondly, your nose is a filter. So mouth breathing, you're not filtering any of the air. It's just going straight into your system. You're not able to filter. So we want to filter because that's why it's there. It's a filter. And also there's a few other things that go on. The air gets moistened as it goes through your nasal cavities and everything else. So it's very healthy to breathe in and out through your nose. Question here, were they migraines? No, they were just a low-level headache right above right there, right above my eyes is where the headaches were. They were not migraines. So to answer your question there, thanks for asking. Okay, so let's do some diaphragm breathing. All right, what I will do is I will count to 5. So we're going to breathe in 5, and we're going to breathe out 5. We're going to inhale. On the inhale, like I said, we're going to fill our torso. We're going to push our abdominals out. So again, just so you're sitting correctly, edge of the chair, if you can, okay? Feet are flat on the floor. You have a gentle gaze, or you can close your eyes while you're doing this. Your hands are palms touching palms in your lap is a good place for them. Kind of with your feet on the floor, maybe you want to gently grip the floor with your toes if you can to get a little energy going down there. Relax everything else, okay? Just sit in the chair, relax. And a new term, dantian, your dantian. Your dantian is a spot, it's a little, just a few inches below your navel where your qi lives. That's where you store your qi. It's called the dantian. So we're going to, as we do these, the next iteration of them, we will focus on the dantian. But for now, let's just kind of get the breathing going. So inhale and then exhale. So inhale, I'll count to 5. So you want to inhale till you're full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you inhale, push everything out. Exhale, pull everything in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Now, the reason I'm moving my hands is I'm drawing energy from the earth. So energy is coming in on the way up as I inhale, and I compress it into the dantian on the exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Do a few more. Inhale. Feel the air going through your nose down into your lungs, filling you up. Exhale. Feel the air coming back out again. Push the chi, push your energy into your dantian. Compress your abs as tight as you can. Inhale, push everything out. Exhale, pull everything in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Now you can do this gently with your breathing. Exhale. Or you can do it vigorously. Exhale. Depends on how you feel like doing it. Okay? It's up to you how you're comfortable. But right now, let's just focus on getting the air in, pushing out in all directions, and pushing in, squeezing. So you want to feel when you're squeezing, your belly button is going to touch your spine. That's what you want to visualize. That's how tight you want to get your abs to get. And again, as you're inhaling and exhaling, as your abdominals are moving in and out, everything's getting an exercise in there. It's really, really good. It's really, really healthy. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So if you're starting to feel these, that's what I mean by a cleansing breath when we're done doing a particular exercise. It kind of does a level set. Just bring that energy in and settle it. Okay? So that is belly breathing. All right? In a nutshell. All right? It takes a lot of practice. I suggest if you're new to it, do maybe, 10, start out doing 10 breaths in the morning, 10 breaths at night, ramp it up to 20, ramp it up to 30, ramp it up to maybe doing it 10 minutes a day if you possibly can. It depends on the rate of your breath, but if you count to 5, like I do, or let me do 1 for 5, so it's on the tape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you start at 1, you inhale till you're full at 5, and then you exhale till you're empty at 5. And if you have a good lung capacity, then you want to breathe quickly because you want to get to 5, or go to 8. I don't know, you can extend the counting if you want. And if you're shallow breathing right now, then maybe go to 3, next week go to 4, next week go to 5. Okay? So that's what I need you to do. Okay, Greg, thanks. We'll see you again. All right, so that's that. So what I've got left is some to tie some visualizations into this. So I'm hoping that if you can visualize what your chi looks like. So your chi is your life energy. If you can visualize what your chi looks like, I like to think of it as a ball. Okay, a warm ball. I can hold it in my hands. I can throw it around. I can flip it. I can manipulate it. And as I'm inhaling, the ball expands because I'm drawing energy in from the ground. And as I'm exhaling, I'm compressing it back down. So some of these visualizations We're going to take the ball and we're going to flip it around. We're going to make it bigger and smaller. We're going to spin it. Okay, so the visualizations help us focus on the dantian, get the breathing going, and it gives us a little bit of a distraction to that. So if you can visualize this small ball of energy in your dantian, in your lower abdominal there, and if you can feel it, you can visualize with me. What color is it? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it vibrating? Is it still? Is it spinning? What is it doing? So you can kind of create your own little image there, visualization. So now as we inhale with the breath, we expand that ball of chi. And as we exhale and we compress the ball of chi. So we're inhaling and exhaling. Expand. So the ball is moving with our body. As we push out our torso, the ball's getting bigger. As we compress our torso, the ball's getting smaller. So everybody, if you want to, let's hold the ball of chi. Let me move back a little bit so you can see my hands. So we're going to hold the ball here at our dantian. I got to move the camera a little more. Okay, so I'm down here. And what we want to do is on the inhale, we want to expand, let the ball expand, and you can close your eyes, just move your hands slightly to make it feel like the ball is expanding in your hands. And the exhale, we're going to squeeze it back down again. As we tighten everything up, we're going to squeeze that ball back down again. So we're going to inhale, and we're going to exhale. Then we're going to flip the ball. Flip your hands over. Inhale, and exhale. Flip. Inhale. Exhale. Flip. Inhale. Expand your torso. Push down on your diaphragm. The ball of chi is filling with energy. Exhale. Push down on the ball. Squeeze your abs. Squeeze the energy into your dantian. Flip the ball. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Tighten. Squeeze your butt cheeks together. Get everything tight. Flip the ball. Inhale. Exhale. Flip the ball. Inhale. Exhale. Flip the ball. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, hold the ball on its side. Hands are on the sides of the ball. Inhale, the ball expands out. Exhale, we push it, squeeze it back together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, the ball fills with energy. Feel it warm and glowing. Exhale, squeeze it together. Abs are tight. Push it down, compress it down. Inhale, it's pushing out, filling with energy. Exhale, compress, squeeze the abs. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Those are a couple of visualizations. A couple more, if you'll bear with me. This one is one of my favorites because it ties some hand coordination in with this. So you keep your hands at your sides. We're going to inhale. And on the inhale, we're going to take our left hand and we're going to bring it up to our armpit. And as we exhale, we're going to flip that palm over. And we're going to lower our left hand and raise our right hand to our armpit. And then we exhale, or inhale rather. Left hand comes up. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up. Okay, so inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push the torso out, expand. Exhale, squeeze everything tight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, feel the air going through your nose and filling up your lungs. Push your torso out. Exhale, squeeze everything in. Exhale through your nose. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, right hand up. Inhale, left hand up. Push your diaphragm down. Exhale, right hand up. Squeeze your abdominals. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, leave your right hand down. Cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, cool. 2 more, 3 more, and then we're done. In case you're in a hurry to get out of here. I'm not. I can do this all day. Okay, this one I call ocean waves. So it's kind of really cool visualization. So imagine yourself standing in the ocean, all right? And as the wave comes in, your arms are going to come up with the wave, okay, as you inhale. And as the wave passes you and goes out, by, your hands float back down with the top of the wave. So on the inhale, the wave comes in, your arms go up as the wave makes your arms float up. And as the wave passes and the water level drops, your arms go back down as you exhale. So this one, you're standing in the water, so feel the ocean. Is it warm? Water warm? Is the water warm or is it cool? Is the sun hot on your back, sun hot on your head? All right, you want to get into the visualization. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Now lead with your wrist. So your wrist is leading your hand. Your hand is kind of bent underneath. Your hand is droopy. Don't hold your hands out straight. Just let them hang. So your hands lead on the way up. Your wrists lead on the way up, and your wrists lead on the way down. So you want to flip your hands when you get up to the top. All right, so your wrists are always leading. Your wrists lead up, flip your hands up, wrists lead down. Okay, wave comes in, breathe in. Wave goes out, breathe out. Water is nice and cool, comes up to your shoulders, and then lowers back down to your waist. Wave comes in, breathe in. Wave goes out. Breathe out. Push your stomach out as you breathe in and out as it goes out. So this is one of my favorites to do this. And you can do this standing also. Again, just feet are shoulder width apart and everything else is the same. Okay, last one. Wave comes in. Exhale, the wave goes out. Okay, everybody good with those so far? All right. Okay, 2 more. And this is a little bit of a different one. And if you haven't done the diaphragm breathing yet, you may want to skip these for now. But for the veterans here, this is a kind of a new one. So what I do is instead of inhaling to 5, I only inhale to 2. So you want to be full at 2, empty at 2. So inhale, exhale. 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 So that stomach moving, expanding, contracting, that gives you a really, really, really excellent internal abdominal workout because your abs are pushing out, pulling in, pushing out, pulling in. And actually, if you're doing it correctly, you should feel pressure on your pelvic floor as you push down. Everything should push. So you should feel pressure on your and then you're raising everything back up. You're raising your pelvic floor, tightening your abs. That's why I say tighten your butt cheeks. We're going to get everything tight. Okay, everything gets tight on the exhale. Okay, so the last ones Again, these are a little more for the experienced folks. I just want to keep it interesting for you. Inhale on a count of 1. So instead of slowly filling up, we're going to fill up on a 1 count and then just continue gently breathing until the 5 count. And then we're going to exhale, tighten up quick on the 1 count, and then just completely exhale to the 5 count. So it's inhale, exhale. So it's a little more vigorous on the 1 counts. So 1, breathe in quick, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale quick, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale quick, 2, 3, keep inhaling, 4, 5, exhale. The idea is to blow yourself out, do the muscle expansion quickly and the muscle contraction quickly, and keep the breathing kind of the same. Tough to do, but again, it's a little more of an advanced exercise in this workshop. Okay? Any questions with any of the breathing? I suggest, like I said, do it 5-10 minutes a day to start. Work your way up to as much as you possibly can. I've got a couple minutes left. I don't want to keep people too long, but let me just do this one exercise. These two, let me do these real quick. These 2 exercises are really, really good for building up your immune system and helping your chi flow. Okay, and the object of the game is to utilizing our wrists. So real quick, if you've ever done Qigong, or if you've ever done acupuncture, you understand that your energy, your chi, flows through your body in a system of meridians. Okay, meridians are similar to your veins and arteries in your circulatory system, right? And there's a meridian for your organs, and the meridians end in the extremities. So your upper organs flow through your arms, and they end. The meridian begins and ends at an organ and in some point in your hand. So the beauty of these exercises is that there are 6 meridians that run through your wrists. There's 3 on the bottom and there's 3 on the top. And with these exercises that I'm going to do now, we're going to compress those to block the chi. So think of it as like you crimp a hose to stop the water flowing. So we're going to tighten our wrists. So let me get close here to show you. So we're going to hold our hand up so we have tension in the top of the wrist. This hand shape, by the way, is called a finger support the heavens. So we're going to create tension here to block the energy flow in those meridians. And then when we're done, we're going to release it. And that energy is going to be like a rush through, and it's going to keep the meridians clear and help your chi flow better and stronger. The other side of it is what's called, the hand shape is called a crane's beak. If you can put your fingers together like that, a crane's beak, and then bend your wrist down. So now the tension is under. Okay, and if you can't, do as best you can, but the idea is in both of these shapes, you want to create tension on the top and the bottom of your wrist. Everything else is superfluous to the exercise, but the important part is to do that. So the way the exercise is, and these are, again, Qigong exercises, these are the first 2 exercises of a series called the 7 Golden Passages or the 7 Golden Gates, because these open up all the passages. There's 7 exercises to open up all the passages and gates and your energy gates in your body. So what we do is you breathe in on your hands are at your sides to start. And if you can't hold your hands out, then put them on a tabletop or just keep them down. What we're going to do is we're going to breathe in and we're going to breathe out. And when we're holding our hands out, we're maintaining this crimping here. Okay, so if you have trouble holding your hands out, hold them up as high as you can. The posture is secondary again, like I said, to this. Let me get one thing to show you. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see this, but the correct posture for this standing looks like that. Okay, so you're standing straight and your arms are out parallel to the floor. So if you want to visualize you're holding that posture, you're welcome to do that because that's what I do. I'm physically not capable of doing that, but in my mind, I can hold that posture. So that's what it looks like. So again, we're going to inhale, breathe in. Again, we're going to tie belly breathing into this too. So you don't get off the breathing hook with any of these exercises. So we're going to breathe in. We bring our hands from our sides up to our armpits. And then we're going to exhale. We're going to turn our palms out and we're going to push forward. And we're going to hold this posture for 6 breaths. Okay? Again, the tension is here and you're breathing in and out through your nose and you're expanding and contracting. So you're breathe in and breathe out. In, out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe in and breathe out. When you breathe out the last breath, you let your hands keep the tension, let your hands drop to your sides and then release. Okay? So the feeling there is, if you're able to do it, is like if you were standing pushing against the wall. You're gently pushing, but you've got that there. And again, like I said, if you can't hold the posture, put your hands on the tabletop to be able to do that. This is the important part right here, and the breathing. Okay? Or hold your hands up as high as you possibly can. If you have arms on your chair, you can rest your forearms on that. Just, again, keeping that. The second part of this is the crane's beak, like I showed you earlier, and we're going to crimp the bottom. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start at it with our hands at our sides, and we're going to raise our arms up, and we're going to crimp that. So let me show you. Oh, I'm getting stuck here. The correct, you can see that the correct posture for this second gait is, where's my camera? There you go. All right. So it's kind of like you're holding little strings with weights on the ends in your fingertips and holding them up like a plumb line. All right. But we're not going to do it that way. Again, the important part is the crimping. So again, breathe in as you bring your arms up and hold them there, and then just continue to breathe in and out for 6 breaths or 10 breaths. Normally try to do these for a minute, each posture. All right. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale. Diaphragm breathing through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. 2 more. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. As you lower your hands, keep the tension. Lower down, and when your hands get down to your sides, then release. Okay? Now, anybody feel any tingling in their fingers doing that? Okay, okay. So that could be either you've got really good chi flow, or you're tightening too much and your hands are getting numb. You're cutting off your blood supply. So what I do is I do those for, if you could start out doing those for a minute, you know, one minute for the top and 1 minute for the bottom, and then work that up to maybe 2 minutes. And then what I do is I will, I showed these earlier, folks may or not, I put my wrist weight on and I do them over, you know, with the weight on. So now it's working my shoulders a little also. So part of this is your meridians, and you know, they enter your torso through the front of your shoulder and the back. Those are the gates. So when we're doing this, the other exercise is the same type of a hand posture, but our hands are out to our sides. So these exercises, we're opening the rear gates, and the other 2, which I'll go over next week, open the front gates. So that improves the energy flow into your torso from your extremity. Okay? All right. I've talked enough for today. Any questions? You all have the floor. No, we good? Everybody give me a thumbs up? Okay, so real quick, for folks that might have come in late, if you want a copy of the handout that I just went through with this, just put your email in the chat and I can do that for you. I'll send you a copy. Where was I? Got one more thing to do. So,
Me and I will post it on our website.
say that again. Oh, and I'll send June a copy.
Post it on the website.
Okay, so
And
we
we'll
can
be
do that.
posting the video as well, so you can follow along with it later to practice on your own.
And I'll let you remind everyone when the next meeting is. And I'll just thank everybody for coming and I will shut up. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Frank. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. Our next meeting is December 8th, I believe. Let me just, December 8th at noon, and then December 22nd also at noon. So mark your calendars. If you have registered for this, which I presume everybody has, then you will get an automatic reminder with a link. So we tried to want to make it easy for you. So with that, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in December.